Novak Djokovic could be set to play in January's Australian Open, as former professional Barbara Schett has admitted she believes the world number one has already been vaccinated. The nine-time champion in Melbourne has been a doubt for the season-opening Grand Slam as he refuses to share his vaccination status, with government officials wanting proof of full vaccination for all players travelling to the country. Djokovic's participation in the 2022 Australian Open has been uncertain for several weeks. The world number one previously admitted himself that he was unsure whether he'd travel to Melbourne for the first Grand Slam of the new season. A nine-time Australian Open champion, the Serb would be looking to make history by winning a record 21st major title in January, but could be prevented from competing for a record Grand Slam haul as he has faced a ban from the tournament. Multiple Australian government officials, including the Health Minister, Immigration Minister and Premier of Victoria, have all pushed to require proof of double vaccination for players entering the country to compete in the tournament. Djokovic has been outspoken against vaccine mandates in the past, and even told Serbian newspaper Blik recently, "I don't know if I'm going to Australia, I don't know what's going on. Currently, the situation is not good at all." The 34-year-old has since decided not to speak on the matter until a statement on a final decision is made by organisers, as Tennis Australia remain hopeful those who are not vaccinated can still enter the country so long as they undergo a 2-week hotel quarantine. After talk that the 20-time Grand Slam may not be able to compete at his most successful major tournament next year, one retired pro has now admitted she believes Djokovic has been vaccinated for a long time. "I am convinced that Djokovic has been vaccinated for a long time already, but doesn't want to tell anyone," former world number 7 Barbara Schett told Kleine Zeitung. Her comments come as another top player, WTA world number 2 Aryna Sabalenka, confirmed she had made a U-turn on her COVID stance and gotten jabbed. Back in March, the 23-year-old voiced her skepticism over the vaccine and said she would only reluctantly get it if it was required to play on the tour year-round, but changed her mind after a positive COVID test kept her out of the recent 1,000-point tournament in Indian Wells, where Sabalenka would have been the top seed, and left her unable to move. "So far I don't really trust it. It's tough to say, but I don't really want it yet and I don't want my family take it," she said of the vaccine earlier this year. The top seed at this week's season-ending WTA finals in Guadalajara has now confirmed that she changed her mind and recently got vaccinated in America, saying, "I think I'm clear right now because in Miami I did the vaccine, Johnson & Johnson." The 10-time title winner also touched on her experience with the virus, adding, "For 4 days I was really sick, I couldn't move. I didn't have taste, I didn't have smell. Wasn't really an amazing time." Now, Schett believes Djokovic himself also backtracked on his comments about the vaccine and got jabbed a long time ago. It is looking increasingly likely that full vaccination will be a requirement for the Australian Open with no exceptions, as Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews doubled down on his strict stance on Tuesday. He told Australian reporters, "I'm not going to have people sitting in the grandstands having done the right thing, only to have millionaire players that ought be vaccinated running around the place being essentially at such higher risk of spreading this, getting it and giving it."